Next time you visit a toy store, you may be surprised that a childhood favorite from over 70 years ago is still around. Maybe at one time you owned a Viewmaster. You can almost hear actor Henry Fonda hawking them on TV.
This GAF Viewmaster is a lot of fun. What do you think?
It is fun, but more importantly, the Viewmaster used a technique that any writer can learn from. The plastic Viewmaster viewer, held up to the eyes like a pair of binoculars, lets you experience genuine 3D images. Depending on which disc you insert, you can see stereoscopic views of everything from the Grand Canyon to popular TV shows. Grimm's Fairy Tales, the Disney Archives, and superheroes continue to be popular titles. As you manually advance to each of the 7 scenes on a disc, a tiny window displays a few words describing what you're seeing, which means an entire story has to be told in 7 scenes. Does that tell you something? What it suggests is that a good story can be broken down and told in as few as 7 simple plot points. Apparently, the Viewmaster isn't alone in thinking this way. Numerous writing resources spell out classic 7-point outlines. There are variations, of course, but here's a common breakdown. 1. The opening hook, a setup that establishes the hero in his or her current circumstances. 2. Plot point 1, an inciting event, a catalyst that changes the status quo. 3. Pinch point 1, a personal challenge that forces the hero to take action. 4 is the midpoint. At this point of no return, the hero is fully committed and proactively tries to fix things. 5. Pinch point 2. The hero fails. At this low point, an additional crisis makes it appear that all is lost. 6. Plot point 2. The final confrontation with the antagonist. Most of the time, the hero will prevail. And 7. The resolution. This satisfying epilogue reveals how things are in the new normal. In an 80,000-word novel, that translates to roughly 11,400 words for each point. But if you break your story down to its key beats like this, you could convey it in a 1-minute summary suitable for an elevator pitch, or a workable outline for your next novel. Granted, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and the Viewmaster shows 7 of them. But the brief text that accompanies each slide summarizes the story in the sparsest words possible. When plotting your next story, or pitching to an agent, think like a Viewmaster, and you can spark your reader's imagination in vivid 3D.